Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into the AI reasoning paradox, when to pay for thinking mode. Look, every major AI model released this year has handed us this massive new lever called test time compute. It's basically the ability to give AI the time and space to, well, to actually think. But here's the thing. Pulling this lever without understanding what's going on under the hood, that has quickly become the biggest dilemma of 2026. People are getting hit with massive bills and honestly, surprisingly mixed results. So let's unpack exactly what happens when AI reasoning actually earns its keep, and more importantly, when it absolutely doesn't. It brings us to the million-dollar question, literally for some companies. Is AI's new thinking mode actually worth the wait and the cost? It sounds like a simple yes or no, right? But the latest research shows us that just throwing more compute at a problem isn't some magic wand. In fact, if you just blindly assume it is, you could seriously tank both the performance and the budget of your continuous agent workflows. We're seeing engineering teams out there defaulting to max compute. They figure, hey, more thinking means smarter output, only to find out they are paying a massive premium for degraded results. Let's figure out why.
Right now, we essentially have two main choices dominating the landscape: fast mode and thinking mode. Fast mode is the AI we've all gotten used to. You ask a question and it answers immediately, generating those response tokens in real time. But on the flip side, we have thinking mode. You might also hear it called extended thinking or deep reasoning. With this one, the model actually pauses. It takes a beat to internally work through the problem before it ever gives you a final answer. And this fundamentally shifts the whole relationship between your prompt and the AI's response.
So what's actually happening under the hood? Well, when you activate thinking mode, the model starts generating what are called hidden reasoning tokens. Before you see a single word of that final output, the AI is incredibly busy. It's drafting a plan, it's testing intermediate steps, and get this, it's actively revising its own mistakes. It's a lot like catching a math error on a piece of scratch paper instead of just blurting out the very first answer that pops into your head. But remember, all of this internal drafting and revising, it's happening entirely in the background, quietly chewing up compute power while you sit and wait. Now, the strongest argument for flipping this mode on is honestly incredibly compelling. Just look at the clinical benchmarks testing these frontier models. In these tests, extended thinking consistently slashed hallucination rates. Without thinking mode, the model's error rate sat at about 15.8%, but with it enabled, that number plummeted to just 1.6%. Think about that. That is a dramatic, potentially life-saving improvement, all achieved through genuine self-correction. The model is literally catching its own errors mid-thought. For high-stakes environments like medical guidance, that level of reliability is an absolute game-changer.
But, and this is a massive but, here is the genuinely surprising twist. You'd probably assume that more thinking always equals fewer hallucinations, right? Well, a separate, widely cited benchmark found the exact opposite. When they tested models purely on factual recall, the ones running in reasoning mode hallucinated 2 to 3 times more often than their fast mode counterparts. Seriously. The non-reasoning version hallucinated only 3.9% of the time, while the reasoning version spiked to roughly 14.3%. Letting the AI think longer actively generated more false information. Crazy, right?
And this right here is the great AI paradox of 2026. We're looking at a nearly 4-fold difference in hallucinations, a massive degradation in accuracy, from the exact same underlying model, built by the exact same provider, purely because it was given more time to think. It completely shatters the idea that giving an AI more time to process universally makes it smarter. In certain contexts, it actually makes it less reliable. And this realization is completely upending how enterprise teams are deploying these models everywhere.
So why is this happening? Researchers trace this massive discrepancy back to a phenomenon they're calling overthinking. Basically, when an AI overthinks, its internal chain of reasoning starts to drift further and further away from the actual source material. Because you've given it all this extra time and space, it essentially talks itself into a highly confident but entirely inaccurate answer. It's using that extended reasoning time to construct this elaborate, totally plausible chain of logic around facts and information it never actually knew in the first place.
So the real trick to using this tool is looking at the task itself. You've got verifiable logic on one hand and factual recall on the other. For tasks with clear, verifiable, step-by-step answers, think math competition problems or complex multi-step coding, giving the model space to reason genuinely improves accuracy. Catching an error mid-process has real, tangible value there. But for factual recall, things like pulling specific names, figures, or details about really narrow topics, extended reasoning actually works against the model. It's basically creating the perfect breeding ground for overthinking, where the AI just starts hallucinating connections that simply do not exist.
This brings us to a really solid rule of thumb that practical industry guidance has converged on. You should be reserving thinking mode exclusively for problems where getting the answer wrong is going to be incredibly expensive to fix downstream. We're talking competition-level math, massive multi-file code refactors, long logical proofs, or complex sequential agent workflows. On the flip side, keep fast mode for the simple stuff. Quick lookups, short rewrites, classification tasks, or anything where the answer is just trivially easy to check. Matching the mode to the task, that is the secret sauce for scaling efficiently.
And we really need to talk about scaling, because accuracy is only half the equation here. The cost dimension is massive and deserves just as much attention. Remember those hidden reasoning tokens we talked about earlier? Well, you pay for those as if they were normal output. That means a single complex query in thinking mode can cost several times more than it would in fast mode. Now, imagine you have an AI agent running continuously, making this decision hundreds, maybe thousands of times a day. That multiplier quickly compounds into a vastly larger, sometimes completely crippling monthly bill.
So how do we fix this? Well, it brings us to the ultimate solution that the most sophisticated teams are deploying right now: dynamic routing architecture. Instead of just picking one mode and crossing their fingers, these advanced agents use a router. Step 1, it receives the incoming subtask. Step 2, it assesses the complexity, the ambiguity, and the stakes of that specific request. And Step 3, it dynamically routes the prompt to either the fast, cheap path or the slower, more expensive thinking path. It does this strictly on a case-by-case basis.
When you get this right, dynamic routing is absolutely the gold standard. Just look at the routing benefits. It captures almost all the accuracy wins of reasoning mode because it only escalates the genuinely hard or ambiguous steps. But at the same time, it entirely avoids the steep cost and latency penalties on those everyday simple requests that never needed extended thinking to begin with. The simple tasks stay fast and cheap, and the complex logic gets the heavy compute. It really is the best of both worlds, optimizing your performance and your budget at the exact same time. It all points back to this core lesson, one that underlies every major AI capability released this year. More compute spent thinking is not a universal upgrade. It is a tool with a real cost, a real latency penalty, and a genuinely mixed effect on accuracy, depending on exactly what kind of mistake you are trying to prevent. The teams getting the most value out there, they aren't just defaulting to maximum thinking. They are meticulously testing their specific workloads so they know exactly when that extra compute actually earns its cost.
So, I want you to take a hard look at your own systems. Are you blindly applying maximum compute to every single prompt? Are you paying absolute premium prices for simple factual recall tasks where the model might actually be hallucinating more? Is your current AI workflow wasting money and sacrificing speed by overthinking? It's a critical set of questions we all have to answer as we navigate this new era of test-time compute. Think about it. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.